A National Harris Walls bus tour is making its way to Richmond. The focus, reproductive rights. We'll tell you what to expect as the conversation about healthcare heats up. The VCU campus is much safer now thanks to new safety cameras around campus. How these upgrades aim to keep students safe and what it means for your privacy. Details straight ahead. Star receiver Tyreek Hill's recent speeding incident is making waves in the sports world. Find out what led to the altercation and what's next for the Pro Bowler wide receiver. All this and more, VCU InSight starts right now. Hello, I'm Rachel Riggs, and this is VCU InSight. A national bus tour is making its way to the River City this week to spotlight reproductive rights. Kaylee Crabb has more about this upcoming event.
Thank you, Rachel. With the presidential election right around the corner, a Harris Walls reproductive rights bus tour is on its way to Richmond. The tour aims to highlight the stark contrast from Harris and Walls' platform to that of former President Donald Trump. Harris promised to sign a bill reinstating federal abortion protections if passed by Congress. Walls is also ready to cast a tie-breaking Senate vote if prompted to, ensuring reproductive right protection. The event will take place on Friday, September 13th at 5 p.m. Speakers include Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger, Democratic nominee Leslie Mehta, and reproductive rights advocates Amanda Zerwoski and Caitlin Joshua. The tour will make 2 other stops throughout the Commonwealth in Northern Virginia and Virginia Beach. Events in Virginia will feature rallies with Democratic representatives and guest speakers who spoke at the Democratic National Convention. Come out and show your support for a better future. For VCU Newsroom and Inside News, I'm Kaylee Crabb.
With the presidential election just 8 weeks away, Virginia is seeing its lowest voter registration rates since 2008. Esther Shobawale is in Richmond with more on this story.
Thanks, Rachel. The first presidential debate between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump is over, but new voter registration numbers are down here in the Commonwealth. According to Richmond Axios, only 188,000 new Virginia voters registered between January and August. This is the lowest number recorded for a presidential election since 2008. The decline may be due to the state having nearly 6.3 million voters already registered. This is Virginia's highest number of registered voters ever recorded. According to 2023 census data, Virginia has a population of 6.8 million people aged 18 and older. VCU is making it easier to get students actively engaged and informed in this election. The university's Institute for Democracy, Pluralism, and Community Empowerment website provides students with links to register to vote, vote by mail, or find their local polling places. The website also provides background information for the presidential, Richmond mayoral, U.S. Senate, and House of Representative candidates. In-person voting in Virginia starts on September 20th. For those not registered yet, the final day for registration is October 15th. Whether you're a student or a resident, make sure you're registered in time for this election. Reporting from Richmond and VCU InSight, I'm Esther Shobawale. Back to you, Rachel.
The Richmond Mayo Bridge will be getting replaced after 111 years of service. The Mayo Bridge, also known as the 14th Street Bridge, is the connector between Manchester and the Shockoe Slip in Richmond. VDOT will be presenting the concepts and design of the new Mayo Bridge on September 17th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. in a citizens information meeting. Citizens were able to give their input through the public survey that VDOT put out from May 9th to June 9th, 2024. In the survey, the public was able to share their thoughts on public safety traffic concerns and how much they use the bridge in general. There is currently no set date for the start and end of construction of the bridge. Be sure to stay tuned for more details on start date, end dates, and detour routes. Coming up in our CNS News Minute, we'll break down the new protest rules at Virginia colleges that are sparking controversy. We'll look into the minds of LGBTQ+ voters to see how they intend to vote. This and more coming up next.
Multiple Virginia universities are updating policies concerning student demonstrations. following student protests that led to clashes with police this spring. These new rules, adopted by VCU, JMU, UVA, and Virginia Tech, include banning encampments and requiring masked individuals to show ID if asked. Others involve limiting where students can hold campus events and implementing stricter rules on chalking. Universities maintain that the new rules protect free speech, although students question if they violate the First Amendment. Serene Haddad, organizer for Students for Justice in Palestine at VCU, says these policies hurt students instead of helping them.
All these policies that are being put in place are in no way promoting safety. Instead, they do promote fear and they promote silence.
Haddad will speak at the VCU Board of Visitors meeting this Friday, hoping to represent students affected by the new policies. Virginia Pride is taking place this weekend, and one thing on the community's mind is the upcoming election. The ACLU is currently tracking 11 anti-LGBTQ+ bills in Virginia, and according to the Department of Justice, from 2021 to 2022, the amount of sexual orientation-based hate crimes nearly doubled in Virginia. Virginia Pride Director James Milner says he believes allies are crucial when it comes to electing politicians who support the community.
Well, the LGBTQ vote is important in these elections, especially in close elections. It is truly the votes of people who have LGBTQ family members or friends or coworkers that are going to be the ones that make change and that continue to help us advance our rights and to secure protections that are important to us.
Early voting begins September 20th, just under a week after Virginia Pride's annual celebration occurs this Saturday. In addition to festivities, there will be people on hand to register folks to vote. The second annual Virginia Queer Film Festival is taking place next weekend. The event starts Friday, September 20th in Norfolk and spans 3 days. It features 40 films from 7 different countries, according to festival director Eric Haas. Haas says the festival aims to highlight diverse experiences and perspectives from the LGBTQ+ community. Screenings will be held in the Old Dominion University Theater and their brand new planetarium. Tickets can be purchased on the Virginia Queer Film Festival website, www.vaqff.org. Back to you, Rachel.
Stay tuned for more on a concerning incident involving Miami Dolphins star receiver Tyreek Hill and Alex Morgan's retirement. InSight's Blake Henry will have more.
Hi, I'm Blake Henry with News on Sports. NFL wide receiver Tyreek Hill was involved in an altercation with Miami's police department last Sunday morning. What seemed like a typical traffic stop quickly turned into a heated back and forth between each party. From there on, it became physical as Hill was told to get out of the vehicle and eventually detained for some time before the situation got resolved. Hill's teammates were seen multiple times trying to help the situation but had to follow the officer's instructions. The Miami-Dade Police Department did not identify the officers but placed one of them on administrative leave. According to one of the officers, Hill was going 20 miles per hour over the limit and didn't have his seatbelt on. U.S. soccer superstar Alex Morgan announced on September 6 that she is retiring from professional soccer. Morgan has played her last professional soccer game against the North Carolina Courage on September 8th in front of a sold-out Snapdragon Stadium. According to USsoccer.com, Morgan played professional soccer for 15 years. She has made 224 appearances for the U.S. women's national team and scored 123 times with 53 assists. She has won 2 FIFA Women's World Cups with the national team. She has also won 1 gold medal and 1 bronze medal as an Olympian. Morgan has risen to be one of the most popular women soccer players in the world in the fight for equal pay in sports. She was part of the 2019 U.S. women's soccer team who sued U.S. Soccer, citing inequitable pay and treatment compared to the men's national team. The lawsuit was later settled in 2022, which led to the collective bargaining agreement that gives the team equal pay and benefits. According to ESPN, In 2021, Morgan was one of the key figures that brought to light systemic abuse and misconduct in the nation's women's soccer league that led to the dismissal of 5 of the league's coaches and sparking an investigation. According to Morgan, her proudest achievement is that she helped create a pathway for the next generation of professional women's soccer players.
Charlie came up to me the other day and said that when she grows up, she wants to be a soccer player. And it just made me immensely proud. Not because I wish for her to become a soccer player when she grows up, but because a pathway exists that even a 4-year-old can see now. We're changing lives, and the impact we have on the next generation is irreversible.
Back to you, Rachel.
Thanks, Blake. The annual 43rd Street Festival is back this Saturday, September 14th. Bersabe has more about this upcoming event.
Thank you, Rachel. This event will be taking place this weekend. So all families, all locals, come on out and enjoy yourself here at the 43rd Street Festival of Arts.
According to RVAHub.com, this free event will be held in the parking lot of the Good Shepherd Episcopal Church, specifically at 1410 West 43rd Street. Street parking will be available around the church for all attendees. There will be art, food trucks, and even music. For all those coming, the Nickel Boulevard Bridge will be closed on Saturday, so plan accordingly to make sure you make the most of your time.
So come on out and enjoy this free event happening this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come on out. Reporting live for VCU InSight in the newsroom at VCU, I'm Bersabe Kimau.
You can catch a new edition of VCU InSight every Thursday afternoon on our YouTube channel. For VCU InSight and the newsroom at VCU, I'm Rachel Riggs.